Hello and welcome to Memo's Tech Tips. Today I will be talking about wire management. I have a lot of clientele that have problems with wires and they don't like wires. So I usually end up fixing their systems and they tell me, can you get rid of all those wires? Well, I can't really get rid of them, but I can hide them pretty good. So today I usually when I fix theirs and I get back home, I usually see this. These are all my wires. Well, not exactly like that, but they're usually scattered around, and I'll be showing a picture that I took before I disassembled them. So today I went to Micro Center and I bought a lot of zip ties and here, let me get them for you. I bought a lot of zip ties and clips that I'll be putting underneath the table and just really wire management them under the table with this power strip. This is a this is 512 outlet power strip that I'll be connecting to a brand new UPS battery backup that I also bought because my old one, assuming the old one, started to fail on me. It's really old. The battery, like I said on the previous post that I had, lithium-ion batteries really only last about a year to a year and a half. These are actually stronger. They last a couple of more years. So I went and bought a new UPS. Cost me $200. In case a lot of people don't know what a UPS is, it's basically a big battery to plug in all your devices that you want on battery backup in case your power goes out. This is very useful for neighborhoods that you have a storm and your house just goes down and you're working on an important document and you don't have the battery, you don't have a generator that kicks on. This is basically a battery generator. And it's also useful if you have plasma TVs, computer gaming systems, PlayStation, Xboxes. You don't want the power to go out and it messes up the hard drive. It gives it a surge. Even though you have a surge protector, sometimes it will still get through. So you want the power to just stay on, and then you could turn it off safely. And battery backups, depending on how much you want to put, there's some $60 ones to $4,000, but that's talking about servers. But they usually last. The one I bought, which I will show you in another moment, will last about 10 minutes on full load, and I'll be discussing what is full load and half load on the UPS battery backup. So basically my plan is to take all those wires, and for you probably maybe to see one wire or two wires instead of seeing all those wires. So I'll be cutting this video and I'll be back in a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the portion where I talk quickly about my UPS that I got from Micro Center. Basically, like I said before, the UPS is a battery backup. I was reading the manual, and this one actually has a acid battery, same thing they use in cars. So this one lasts quite longer than lithium ion. I was reading up, and it lasts 3 to 6 years, depending on discharges and recharges cycles. So depending on how much I charge it and discharge it is how long the battery lasts, which in my case will probably last 5 years to 6 years, because my power rarely goes out. Probably 2 to 3 years if you're in a more remote area where storms happen all the time and just a tree knocks down power. So your power cycles might be more. So quickly, I just want to talk real quick. Just UPS, this is the front panel, and I'm going to turn it on. Kind of tricky to turn on. All right, there we go. It's on. There we go. So it brings an LCD panel. Very, very nice. Tells you everything that's happening with the unit. the battery life, the load, how much it has plugged into the back. Cool thing about this one, I love it. 2 USBs in the front to charge your phones in case you lose power and you need to call emergency and your phone dies or anything. You might be 2 to 3 days without power. You need to charge your phone. So a lot of phones come with the USB charging now. So actually my phone that I'm recording with now, my iPhone, I haven't charged it all day, and I've been recording and doing math stuff. So I'm going to plug it in, and I'm charging right now. So it's pretty awesome. So this is the back of it. We have 5 outlets that are battery and surge protected at the same time. So only these 5 will be battery backed up if the power goes out. These 4 right here, one behind the sticker that I have to take out, 3, 4 will just be surge protected. So unimportant things that you don't want to be surge protected. A printer, a battery protected, a printer, just small things, kill box, things like that. What you want here is your LCD screens, your computer monitors, modem, if you want internet, your modem, things like that you want on here. Okay, and we have coaxial cables for protection, phone and network cables also for protection, serial and USB ports back here. These are to connect to your computer, so you can program the UPS with a program that it comes with to tell it how to shut down. It also tells you voltages, same things the front panel does. It'll tell you on a program. It tells you voltage readings, wattage, ampage, load bearings, if it's at 25%, 50%, 100%, how long it will last with that load on. So, and it also has a program on how to start shutting down in case the power goes out, how to shut these down. So let's say you have something important here and here, all these, but you really want this one to last more than these. So like, let's say the power goes out, you tell it, okay, turn off 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5, but leave number 1 on for for the last. So you could tell it like that. It's really awesome. I love it. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm already loving from what I could read. It brings AVR, automatic voltage regulator, which basically what it says, it regulates the voltage from the power that it's taking from the outlet from your home, and it regulates it. So if you're getting 105 volts, it'll kick it up to 120 volts. It starts regulating power. You don't want your TV that it requires 120 volts to have only 115, or it spikes. So this regulates power in an awesome way. It also has active PFC, which is for power supplies on computers. Any power supply over 100 watts, according to the U.S. Energy Star program, requires them to have active PFC, which is almost like AVR but better. It stands for power factor correction. So computers are 10 times more vulnerable than to power fluctuations, because the power supply has to have like 5 volts here, 12 volts there, something for volts for the fan, and another volt for the hard drives. So it has active PFC. So you want a power supply that has active PFC, which this one does. You have backup batteries that don't have, they just have AVRs, and those you will use for just LCDs and other stuff. You won't use that for a computer system. When you want a computer system, you want a PFC power supply, a battery backup. So that's about it. I'll put an annotation. I'll put a description in the bottom of this video where you can read more on UPSs. And if you have any questions on them, leave a comment. I'll be right back. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I was kind of organizing my cables. You want to do this before you go ahead and start this job. You want to know what you have, and you're gonna start connecting them one at a time and zip tying them to the table or to however you're doing your setup. So I have more cables than the average user, unless you're a gamer or your home entertainment system it's crazy. So here I have 4 Ethernet cables. One goes to the from the modem to the router. The other one goes to my PlayStation, one goes to my computer, and the other one I use when I fix computers and they need internet. I have some USB cables. I have a SATA cable, an eSATA cable. I have 2 DVI cables for my monitors because I am running dual monitors. And I have 1 VGA cable, also for fixing computers, in case they have VGA. That's what I attach. I have an adapter here. I think this is for my eSATA. Nope, this is actually for my home telephone. These are all my main power cables. I don't think these are even all of them. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2. So these are all there's one for the computer, one for the PlayStation, one for the TV, one for the cable box, 2 of them for my monitors. I have no idea what else. But these are all of those, the thick cables. This one is actually connected to my iPhone right now. It's charging. These are probably the number one cables that I hate. It's the ones that have the adapter between them. I hate to organize these, but we will do that. I have one. This is for what is this for? I'll find out. But that's for something. And this one is for my router, because my router is so beast. So this one is for my router. Again, I have no idea what this one is for, but I'll find out. And then 2 HDMI cables, one for my PlayStation to my TV, and one from the cable box to my TV. And I'm still missing the telephone cables for fax, telephone to my printer that's over here. my printer is wireless, but still needs cable for power, which I have one of those power connectors on the floor here, which I'll organize. I'll run it through the bottom of the table, and as you can see right here, that's where I have the strip that I installed. And I also have my cable modem that I put under the table with some screws that, it has little spaces that you could hook up. So I could actually take this off pretty easy. Let me get under here. So I could just do that, and that's it. As you can see, I can put that on. Boom, and it's right there. So all I have to do is run the cables, and it'll be, instead of on the floor, it'll be under the desk. So I'll be back little by little. We're gonna start organizing this, and here I have the UPS. I put it on the floor. So we'll start running this up, and I'll be right back. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I am not done yet, but I just wanted to show you where I am at the moment. As you saw before, I had the cables spread out on the desk, but eventually you do need to take them out because you need to put your devices that you want to connect, organize, on the table. So I have my TV, I have my cable box, my PlayStation, my first monitor, my second monitor, and my computer. So let's look at the back real quick. I started and I didn't start. I really just wanted to see what I have to do to get this organized. So I still have the cables, and so I have to connect. I have 2 HDMIs here, the power cable wrapped through there. I need a power cable for this to the HDMI also. Power cable, HDMI, Ethernet, and my headphones that I use so I don't have to put my TV all the way up. I need a cable, 2 cables for this one. I need 2 cables for this, and I need about 5 to 6 cables to my main computer, and my UPS is on the bottom. My router is right here. This is the latest from Netgear. This is the N900, I do believe. The WNDR 4500. This is the N900 series. This is the new one from Netgear. Extremely powerful router. If you have a lot of stuff in your house to connect wirelessly and wired. As you can see, where I put my modem under here, it's only about 6 inches from the router. So what I'm gonna get is they're called patch cables. They're used for servers. This is way too long. I don't need this. I just need a patch cable, and I'm gonna get one of those next time I go to Micro Center. But I'll be organizing this just for show and tell. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring you back when I'm about halfway done. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I'm halfway through, but I pretty much connected everything, because you want to connect everything to see where the wires fall, and where do you need to manage them. So see all the wires, I have them connected to my strip and to the UPS. So basically what I'm doing now is just pretty much organizing them to see where to attach it to the desk underneath. Pretty much these will go under here, and over here behind my PlayStation and my cable box. What I'm gonna do with these is I'm just gonna tie them up here, okay? But I'm gonna tie them with instead of a zip tie, which is kind of permanent, I'm gonna use one of these Velcro ties. They're temporary, but they hold and they look nice and neat. So I'm just gonna tie them up here. You'll see that. Because sometimes you have to troubleshoot some things. You don't want to cut the zip tie and then redo it. So I'm just gonna use a tie down. They're called tie downs, pretty much Velcro, and pretty much almost the same thing here. I might use a zip tie here. I'm not sure yet. So that's for one monitor, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick what I'm doing with these box adapters. Is I'm putting a where's the one that fell? So you put the zip tie. See if I can get it on camera. Put it on the desk, matter of fact. So you put the zip. This has an adhesive in the back. You remove and you put them on the desk, and you put the zip tie through it, like so. Of course, it's gonna be attached to the desk, and then you put the cables, and you tie it up. And pretty much that's what I have here. You can see it right here. I have it, and I have a zip tie holding this up. And then another one holding the access cables, the access cables, and then it's connected to the power strip. So I'm almost there. Not fully there, but almost there. These are almost all the cables I need for my computer. I'm still missing some USBs, but that's not really my worry right now. My worry is the main cables. It's a lot of work when you have this much equipment. So, but once you have it neat, it's neat, and you'll love it, because nobody will see the cable. Everybody will be like, "Where's everything running?" So that's your little secret. So I'll be right back, and hope you're enjoying this little demonstration on cable management. A lot of cables, though. A lot of cables. So I'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am done. Took me a while, but I am finally done. I hope so. I hope when I turn this on, sparks doesn't fly. But as you can see, I'm gonna go down here. It is cableless. You could see, like I saw you before, we'll have 1 or 2 cables, of course, because I mean, it's literally impossible to hide cable unless they're inside your wall. But the main cable, I will try to hide with something they sell that you can put the cable in it and then paste it on the floor. I'll do that, another time. But that one cable runs to the power, then my UPS powers everything. And I'm going to go under here now for a little demonstration. Let me turn on my, hold on a sec. Turn on my flashlight. So here we have basically what I've done. I put everything under my table. Pretty much used the whole table, the whole back of the table to wire manage everything. So here's the power strip that I was first showed you in the beginning of the video. Here's my modem, and just a lot of cables. It's really crazy how much cables I have. I can't tell you exactly what each one does, but anywhere I put a green zip tie means that's where I have connected to the table. Anywhere I put a yellow zip tie, if I can find one, hold on a sec. They're actually above the table. Means I connected cables with cables without putting it to the cables with cables without putting it to the table. So I'm pretty much done. All the cables are secured, as you can see. They're nice and secure. The power adapters are in there. They're not going nowhere, and all the connections are made. And you will find it a little bit frustrating if you find a better way to do it, like, oh, I could connect this cable to that cable, and that pretty much happened to me. What I did over here, which is when I fix computers and I need the VGA or the Ethernet cable, I just pretty much take these out, and I have my Ethernet and VGA cable available to me, and they won't be on the floor. So I have that there on the table. Pretty awesome. Give me a second here. Ugh. There we go. And just put this right here. Let that dangle. I don't care. So, hold on a sec. I'm going to show you the top real quick. Just turn off the flashlight. So, behind, and there we see a little yellow zip tie. So that's when I connect the cables with cables. These cables that are loose, I need these for troubleshooting purposes. That's why I left them loose. So pretty much my router, which I'm gonna put a different yellow patch cable there from the modem to the router. I'm gonna put like a 4-inch, 5-inch, with the shortest Ethernet cable I can find, because it's literally right there. So I can get rid of that long yellow cable. And over here, again, more yellow zip ties for the monitor, all the way. And actually, I forgot to connect this little bugger. This is for the fan. Well, I'll find a way to connect that. It's no problem. This is the back of the PlayStation and the kill box. Pretty much. I remember I told you I was gonna put like a little patch, a little Velcro thing here instead of putting zip tie, in case I have to disconnect something real fast. And I'm gonna move on. And over here I have my telephone wire, my power cable for my printer. They run all the way down, and my cable, my main cable line, which I have to shorten because it's actually like 50 feet long, and I don't need it 50 feet long. And then the cables for the TV right there. So everything pretty much neat in the back also. What was really important, because you really don't see them here, what's really important is You don't see it here, but you don't see it, definitely you don't see it on the floor on your computer station. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to power everything on. But you don't want to do this all in one power up. You want to do these in steps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on the UPS, but I'm not going to turn on, I'm going to make sure the power strip is off, because I want to turn on my computer first, see the loads. I want to see how much percentage the loads are running. So pretty much it's just going to be UPS and this, and then, you know, little by little, so we don't overload the system. So pretty much going to go under here again. We're going to check and make sure. I need the light for this. We're going to check and make sure that's off. That is off. So I'm going to turn on the UPS. There we go. So it's coming online. And right now we're at 0% load. And we're gonna start turning on things. For one, my monitor is turned on. Both my monitors turned on. I'm gonna switch on my computer from the back. And give me this. There it is. So I see power's getting to my motherboard. I'm gonna turn on my computer. There it is, running. And my monitor should be turned on. There it is. Again, we want to run this very slow. We don't want to overload the system. I'm going to check the display real quick. As you can see, the load has jumped 1 bar. If you actually want to see a percentage, we're going to go to the percentage. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, I can't find it. I know it's somewhere. Maybe I just passed it. It says 30 volts percentage. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but 100% battery, and we're just gonna put it back to there you go, input. That's fine. So we're running both monitors now, and it's actually giving me a error on internet connection because I'm not connected to the internet yet. Now we're gonna turn on the power strip because that's the only thing that is off now. But the power strip controls pretty much everything else other than the monitors and the computer. Switch that on, and I was at 2 bars when computer fully loaded. Let's see what I jumped to now. And we gotta wait a sec. So everything is turning on. I'm gonna turn on my TV. I gotta switch my PlayStation. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm gonna cut this video. I'm gonna be right back when everything is fully booted up. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted everything to boot up. So I checked everything. Everything is on. My computer, my 2 monitors, my external hard drives that I have set up there for backup purposes. My headphones for my PlayStation. My PlayStation is on, my cable box is on, my phone is on, my TV is on, and my printer's on. The only thing I don't have on is my amplifier for my sound system, because I wanted to test that out after the fact. But I'm pretty sure the UPS can handle it because the other UPS handled it pretty good. So right now I am at I'm about half load. This is a 900 watt UPS, and running right now I have 540. So a little bit above half. So it's not bad. I pretty much have everything going. There's my router, my modem. I love the way I set it up underneath the table, so that those blinking lights keep me up at night. I usually have it facing against the wall, so those lights don't keep me up. So if you have more than this, this is a 32-inch screen. This is a this is a 24-inch LCD. This is a 21-inch LCD. This is a monster computer. PlayStation, it's a bunch of stuff. And I am running a little bit above half load on the UPS. I think you'll be safe. So, I don't think I'm definitely probably could done the wire management a little bit better, but for my purposes, I think I did an awesome job. I am happy with the results. This took me about 6 hours, probably a little bit less. I did start yesterday. Like, I took everything off my table, and then I went to Micro Center today, and I bought all the cable management stuff. So it did take me a little bit, like 6 hours, 5 hours, just because I have so much cables. It is a big job, and you want to put the cables in a neat way, so that it's just good for you. Of course, this is just an overview. Your setup is totally different depending on your setup, your entertainment purposes. But yeah, I think it came out great. I'll probably fix it maybe a little bit better. I don't know how much better it can get. The only thing I could probably do is put that UPS like there, and that's like impossible because that thing weighs 24 pounds. I will have to find some super industrial Velcro to put that on there. That's like the only thing else that I could do. I mean, if you see anything that maybe I could have done different, please let me know. I appreciate more and more input. I love input. I sound like the short circuit robot. Input, yeah. So, but I do appreciate any suggestions you guys have. Again, this was Memo's Tech Tips on wire management. Any questions, comments, please leave them below, and favorite and like this video, and subscribe to this channel. Again, this is Kelvin Camilo with Memo's Tech Tips. Have a great evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are on this marble planet of ours we call Earth. Have a good one.